Barbie.
Thanks, Ken.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Ready Speaker. I am your host, Roland DeRucci. Sorry for scratching my face there, but this is sort of a just do it, record to live setup, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm just going to adjust my mic a little bit, and today's movie that you just saw a clip for is Barbie. It's a movie based on a doll that is by Mattel, I think it is. Right now on IMDb, it has a 7.3 rating. I think it's one of the highest grossing films for this studio, if not one of the biggest ones of all time. It's just killing it right now. It's directed by Greta Gerwig, written by Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach, I assume. It could be Baumbach also. Sorry, got a little German there. And let's look at some of the stars here. So we have Margot Robbie as Barbie, Ryan Gosling as Ken, Issa Rae as another Barbie, Kate McKinnon as another Barbie, Alexandra Shipp as Barbie, Emma Mackey as Barbie, Harry Neff as Barbie, and there's a lot of Barbies, and there's a lot of Kens, and there's one Alan, which is actually kind of funny. Dua Lipa isn't so in this film as well, so there you go, one more Albanian connection. Nothing related to me, but it's kind of cool when you see an Albanian hitting it so big. So how do we talk about this movie here? Let's see. There's a lot of talk. Some people from the right, I guess you want to say. I don't know. I hate using that term for some reason. It's just I don't like to divide people. But there are some people who are very upset about this, about the storyline, about how Barbie lives in this make-believe world. And it becomes, this is some reason she's in a make-believe world, in the Barbie land. She lives in the Barbie house. Everybody's named Barbie. It's Ken, and then one Alan, which is kind of funny. And there was, I think, one Alan doll in the toy lineup that just never took off. And everybody else is Barbies, but Barbies of every shade, every profession, every variation of Barbie. So there's lawyers, there's doctors, there's construction workers, there are dancers. And they have some great dance routines in this. And it's a very good life film, but people think that it's a commentary on, I don't know, feminism or something like that, or how women should really rule the world because men aren't good at it. And I don't think it's I don't think it's that simple, but I don't think it's that complicated either. It's shot beautifully. I think it's much better than, say, Asteroid City, which I saw recently, with the color palette. I think it sort of fits here. I love the little nuanced details they work with, where her arches, the houses, the cars that aren't proportionate in Barbie Land. There's a bunch of things. And I think some of the supporting characters are really, really, really good. Margot Robbie, I think, is Barbie in this. I couldn't picture anybody else really doing this, even though she kind of looks like 5 other actresses out there. But she is killing it. The critique I have of her performance in this is that this voice, I feel like she's kind of stuck in the Harlequin voice, but maybe that's just where it lands for everything she's been doing. For me, or maybe that character she's played stays so vividly in my head that I kind of see it everywhere, which that could be the case. So, sometimes when a character just stays with you, you just remember that character always. I think that could be the case of this actress and how she's doing roles. But you can't knock her roles. I mean, she's really pushing it. She's developing her own content. She's pushing it out there. She's getting some good talent in there. Kate McKinnon as a crazy Barbie in it is great. Issa Rae, I think she's wonderful. I think she has some great timing in this. You have so many people in this film that are just embracing the character, embracing the fun of it. And you saw the clip. They do this great dance number in there, and she's just committed to everything that happens. Now, again, in the storyline, she sort of like loses her Barbiness. And she is told by Crazy Barbie, but played by Kate McKinnon, to go to the real world and find the girl who doesn't love Barbie anymore. Wished bad thoughts, actually. That's what it is. Wished bad thoughts while holding Barbie. So Barbie has failed him. Now she goes to the world thinking that the idea is that the world is better because Barbie has shown women how to be strong and prosper and really take charge of things. And when she gets there, it's all the reverse. It's a patriarchal society. It's kind of, rough. There's a great line in it where she's walking around rollerblading with Ken, and he's like, I feel great, because he's really enamored with the machismo of what's out there, and the fake machismo of guys ruling everything, and he's been trying to sort of be her boyfriend for a while, and that's not working great for him. So now in this world, he feels he's dominant, and she feels uncomfortable. She goes, "Yeah, I don't feel comfortable walking around at all. Actually, I feel kind of scared. I feel like something can happen to me." And that's to me, that's what epitomizes, the cleverness of this film, is that it's able to take humor and take a real stab at something directly, while being funny and delivering it well, and showing that, yeah, these are real feelings, and these are real things that happen in the world. And I know it's all make-believe, but it's kind of fun to poke at it a little bit, and so I'll scratch the surface. And I think that's what people who are upset about this film get all wound up about, because it bothers them, because they don't mind it. It's too in line to how they act, too close to say, yeah, I'm not really that, but what's so bad about it? It might be, the guy's just being too much. But they say some creepy shit in the real world to Barbie. And then Ken goes back to Barbie Land, and they find that, Barbie finds the girl that got sad, and they take her and her daughter, and they go back to Barbie Land, and they see the men have taken over, and they've made all the Barbies essentially servants, and they've lost their individuality, their mental capacity, all these things. And I think that's, kind of interesting as well. And again, they do some really, really good jabs of how to confuse men and get back in the roles they have been, doing successfully for a while, as government, law, construction, everything. They ran the whole world. And one of my favorite one is this one girl saying, "I've never seen Godfather," and the guy just, this Ken, one of the barbers in this Ken is literally like, "Let me just tell you how great this movie is. I watch it all the time." And I think it's just so funny. It's so funny because it just really pokes fun at these stereotypes that we sort of throw on ourselves as people, and that, how many times I know tons of times, not that many times, but I know tons of times people have said, "I've never seen The Godfather," and everybody around them goes, "What?" And it's just like this weird thing. But not everyone's seen it. Maybe not everyone really wants to see it. And I think that's the edge of this film. So great writing, really well shot, very contained, yet a big world. I think people should study this film as how to make a big world in a small space, how to really give it layers and funness and even physicality. And I mean, I don't know if I really had a sad moment in this one, but I didn't need it. The lesson was there. I don't know if you do with Barbie too. Maybe you could, but the lesson the message of what it's trying to do is so there, and is so able to say, look at the world and evaluate things a little bit. And I think that's probably what it's trying to do, at least maybe not consciously, but subconsciously. That is, it's trying to make people think. And sometimes it's the easiest thing to do is make people think in this sort of manner. But people get scared, and they don't like change. Most people don't like change, and some grumpy old guys are just really upset. They don't have to be that old. They just have to be just weird. And if this is not a movie for them, you shouldn't go. I think that's one of the commentary they say to a lot of them. What did you expect? It's about a girl's doll. Why would you even go to this? Where'd you want to be? Just baking cookies the whole time in Barbie's kitchen? I don't understand. So this is definitely going to be a commentary. You know where it's coming from. You know the director. The director has done some great films with really strong female characters. She knows how to work with beauty. She knows how to work with drama. She knows how to work with edginess. She knows how to work with humor. She knows how to bring a moment, really elevating it. So why would you think she wouldn't be able to elevate this story and this character into something real? If it was a different sort of thing where it's a guy trying to save the world, which we have tons of those movies where they fall into like a world of savages or whatever, and it's one guy showing them how to rule law and walking in. Everybody believes that. That's kind of stupid. They probably would have kicked his ass right out of there because their society worked. This is very different, and it's not even doing that. You have tons of those movies of lone male savior kind of works all the time. It's constant. So this is really taking a jab at everything and kind of making it fun, playing with the sexuality undertones, which I think is great. Ryan Gosling, he's not my favorite guy, but I'll tell you, I thought he did a really good job, and he's got some great moves in there. Where you see the little dance bit when he just walks in that you expect it, and that's actually a good movie when, not that it a story or a film is not always great when it projects what's going to happen next, and you're like, okay, I sort of see it coming. But sometimes you're hoping that it's going to be there. You're hoping they're going to do that. And I think this film does a lot of that. That it gives you just enough of a taste of what's coming next that you're hoping they do that. You're like, oh my God, they did it. Her arched feet, where Barbie has these perpetual arched feet for heels, they collapse and she has to walk flat-footed, and it's very dramatic arch, and that's one of the big catalysts of her, wanting to be a Barbie. And I don't understand why she's not this perfect Barbie anymore. And that little detail, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, that is an amazing detail that they latched onto that every kid knows about that. I mean, genitalia, they mentioned that, of not having any. And it's like, it's kind of funny. They just say it, they move on. So good job to them. I'm happy they're making a lot of money. I'm happy anybody who can watch it should watch it. It's a fun movie. It's really fun. You don't have to overthink it. Don't think it's a message to take you down, man, bros. But it's just a fun movie with a lot of talent in it. So enjoy the talent and enjoy the movie. That's what I would say. Yeah, enjoy the talent, enjoy the movie. This is Roland from Ready Speaker. Please watch my other episodes. Subscribe, like, share, comment. I'd love to hear what you think. Maybe you hated it. Is it the deepest movie? Is it, a thinking man's movie or a thinking person's movie? Let's say. I don't know. It did make me think. So I think it is actually a thinking person's movie. I think it's a person who can think should watch this movie. Let's take it that way. Not that it makes you think about something, but it's a person who actively thinks all the time. And this is a movie for them, where it just sparks interest, it sparks things. And there's nothing better than that when it comes to a film. Again, all the best. Bye.